department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department, guys.
Keep watching Meet Your Department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Yes, thank you for having me. Oh, yes, sir. And now let me start by saying congratulations for your appointment as the HOD of this department. Thank you. And I was going through your profile. Though you are the newly appointed, but you are not new in this department. So you have been here for some couple of years. Therefore, I believe that what we are going to discuss today, you are going to be so versed and to give us the details of it. Now, this is the Department of Communication and Development Studies. Why Communication and Development Studies? Why not just communication or development? Like you said, this program is very unique. In other universities, we have, like in the University of Boya, there's the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, and there are other departments of communication in other universities or developments. But this program is unique because the hierarchy saw the need to be able to merge these two programs and develop a new breed of experts that not only understood development problems but saw the importance of being able to communicate development and being able to train specialists that are not only just development focused or communication focused, but those that work across, which is an added advantage and which prepares them better for the job market and meets the needs of our society these days. Okay, now I want us to revisit the vision of communication and development studies as we're starting. I actually have the vision share, and I got it from the department website, the school website. So it says that the mission, the raison d'etre of the Communication and Development Studies program is to serve as a nationally and regionally relevant academic institution that promotes sustainable development using communication as a catalyst for attaining the goals of empowerment, equity, entrepreneurship, and environmentalism in the pursuit of development. Development is herein taken to encompass effort for advocating forms of participation, policy initiatives, and training activities in media and communication sectors in different geographical regions. Now, I want to ask, looking at this mission and vision, how much of these has this department accomplished since its creation in 2015-2016, in the 2015-2016 academic year? We've graduated, I think, about 4 batches already in the department. But it's not about just graduating students, but it's about the rigorous training that our students go through. Because our students have very experienced lecturers and professors in their various fields, but we also try to merge it with people that are practitioners, people that have had experiences working in different organizations that come in either as part-time lecturers or on season lectures or lectures within the semester. And the way the program is designed, it gives the students the opportunity to immerse themselves in the field while they're still here in school. Okay. So you have our students that in the third year, well, when they finish the second year, when they go into the third year, they have to go for the first internship, which is going to be in a communication related institution. Okay. And when they finish the third year going to the fourth year, which is the last year, may I remind you that our program is a 4-year program. Okay. Well, compared to other programs that are just 3 years. From the third year going to the fourth year, they have a second internship in a development related institution. Okay. So you see, this gives our students the exposure to be able to not only have the theoretical part, but blend their theory with the practical. But not only that, within the program, we also have a lot of teaching tools. Okay. That are available to us. We are grateful to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Bamenda and the hierarchy for making the campus radio, the UBA
campus radio available to our students, and our students are able to coordinate programs on development related or other sensitization programs and raising awareness within the campus. And of course, that radio station reaches right in most parts of Bamenda City. So we have a good audience, and our students are able to use that opportunity as a learning tool. But also our students are exposed to writing and print media with another learning tool, which is the Yuba Voice, which is published yearly. Our students get to be the editors in chief, they write stories, and they feel accomplished while they're still here at the university. So that was so much so that some of them get to find jobs while they're still here as students.
Wow, that is so great. Now, you've talked a lot on what your students are doing on campus using the tools you give, you bring that to them. Now, let's look at some initiatives that are different from what you offer, the opportunities like the radio and the newspaper. Let's look at personal initiatives. We want to look at how innovative your students are, as your mission and vision states. What are some of these initiatives that you can think of that are birthed by your students, not influenced by you or the administration around in the community?
To begin with, we motivate our students to be very enterprising, innovative, and creative. And of course, the foundation lessons give them the platform now to go on and express themselves. And when they do, we make sure that we support them. Even when it's their initiative, we make sure that we stand behind them. You would bear with me that a number of our students are already engaged in, well, not now, but I have ex-students that have started their own non-governmental organizations, and they're doing well.
I would like to know some of them. Maybe if you don't mind, you can even call them. And what they do.
Well, the interviewer happens to be my student, and he is the CEO of an organization that they're doing well. Recently, they visited some schools to sensitize students and donate basic equipment to them. Ideal Planet, which you are the head of. And there is also Stanley, I've forgotten the other name. He is a second-year student, and they're rounding up with an initiative that they have, Students for Climate Change and Development Initiative. It's another organization that they're working on that is going to be a learning tool for them. So those, from the tip of my head, those are some of the initiatives that some of my students are working on. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Now let's look at your before we come to the opportunities that are in these programs. Let's just continue with initiatives. Look at your alumni. You said you have graduated about 4 batch.
Yes.
Okay. So from these 4, if we go to town, or can you locate them? Where are they? What are some of them doing? Because now it is very normal now for someone, for you to hear someone say that people go to the university and then they end up being bike riders and all of that. This is communication and development, and it is very common to hear that most of these students live and they sell SIM cards around and around the city and quarter. So where are some of your alumni presently that you can really boast of that these are the product of communication and development?
Way Blessing is with the CBC. Naivona is with Prime Media TV. Let me see. Glennis. Lennis is with another radio station, I think, in Yaoundé. Some of them have gone abroad for studies. Frederick just left the country. He's in South Korea on a scholarship. Niger Ruth is still going to graduate in December, but she's already out of the country on scholarship. But you also have some of our students that are engaged in non-governmental organizations here in town. You have Nervis U, who is working with STUDIES-UBa. and even the CEO of STUDIES-UBa is our student. And then you have there's so many of them that are applying themselves. I think Main Doom is with Radio Evangelum in Manfe, and that is where she did her internship. So Rachel just had a job with another organization. What it is interesting to note that so many of our students get the call back from the institutions that they do their internship at. Yes, they got called back. I have about 6 or 7 students that recently had jobs with the institutions where they did their internship. So you see,
that tells that what you're offering is really worth it. Now I want us to talk a little on how. Now you mentioned about 3 or 2 of them that are out on scholarship. So is this idea or this scholarship, or is it department spearheaded, or these are students trying themselves and then the department is boasting about it? I mean, how does the department encourage students that are doing well when it comes to references and scholarships?
When faculty members, if we have those opportunities, we expose our students to them. That is the first thing. But also, we encourage our students to search. And when they search, we give them the support that they need. Writing recommendation letters for them or references, that is the least that we can do for our students to be able to help them find jobs here in the country. But for those that want to further their studies out of the country, we also enable them in writing references for them. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Dr. Callum Gilbert, the HOD of Communication and Development Studies, and we are looking at the opportunities that are in this department. Now, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to look at the entire program and everything that this department offers, so that if you want to be part of it, then you will know. Thank you. After the break.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department, guys.
Keep watching Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the break, now we are going straight to the opportunities that are found in CADS. Now, CADS is the short form for Communication and Development Studies. So, Mr. HOD, we have communication and we have development. Let's start with communication. What are those opportunities in communication that if I graduate, I will find myself into?
We try not to separate the opportunities into communication or development, because like I said, the program is meant to train our students to work across the board. Yes, so they are in development communication. Like right now, we have a student, Chungom Emmanuel, who is with the communication department of UNICEF. So, but also you have students who work exclusively with radio stations. Moma Jude is the manager of Radio Hot Cocoa here in Bamenda. But what we want our students to do is that even when they are in communication, the way they appreciate the happenings around them and the way they talk about it, the way they appreciate and the way they talk about it should be a little bit different. It should not just be on the surface, but they should have a deep understanding of issues that are happening in the society. And so when they present them, they should present them from a point of view of someone that is very knowledgeable about those issues.
Does your department raise journalists? Because a lot of times I've spoken with students who come to this department to study journalism, but they are surprised to meet that there is nothing like journalism as we have it in UB. And so, does your students train journalists?
I wouldn't say there's nothing like journalism as in Boya. There is something like journalism as in Boya, but there's a lot more than just journalism. So when they come to do journalism, we welcome them. And we let them see that we offer a lot more than just journalism. We are very privileged to have some of the pioneer members of staff of the journalism and mass communication department in the University of Boyam. Prof. Cho is one of the pioneer members of this department. He was there and he worked there for quite a long time. You also have Prof. Molo, who was there at the University of Boya, who is here with us, and Prof. Tita also comes in from time to time to visit with us. Even Prof. Dr. Josh Ngwam, who left the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of Boya and worked with the United Nations for a while, but he is here with us now, and he is passing on his experience to our students. So our students can do journalism, but we are not training journalists, we're training development communicators.
So what are those opportunities that are in this Department of Communication and Development?
When I talk about where our students are, that should give an idea of where the opportunities that we have.
Yeah, they can be communication officers.
They can be consultants, they are project managers, they are evaluation officers. There's a myriad of opportunities that are open to our students when they graduate from the department. Yes.
Okay. All right. So,
but also, may I remind you, some of our students break the mold, and they actually use their PR skills and other skills acquired to start their own to start their own businesses. We have students that are not with NGOs or any media organs. They have started their own association. She has her own clothing line, design line, and she's doing very well with her marketing skills and everything. That is Stephanie. Stephanie was the pioneer president of the Akatsuba. Yes, she's in Douala now. She has a clothing label, and she writes often to thank us for the skills that she learned while she was here. I think there is also Siri, who has diverted to become a makeup artist, and she does online sales, but she tells us how her online communication skills, she leverages them to be able to promote her business and reach a wider audience for her business.
So you can even become a marketer from this department?
Yes, you can. We give you the basic tools and we allow you to be able to express yourself, because undergraduate studies, beyond giving you a list of theories and many other things, it has to teach you how to think, how to be able to apply yourself in the society. First of all, when our students come in, as you would attest to it, I get them in the preliminary classes. I have my students in most of my classes read a book, The Genuine Intellectual by Professor Bernard Fondo.
I read it.
You read it?
Yeah, I read.
Was it a good experience for you?
It was.
So we get them to realize, to wake up to the essence of university studies and not just be counted as a university graduate, but actually try to apply them when they go out to the real world.
I have also realized that in this department, well, no, this is just to support the fact I think there's a uniqueness about this department because I have seen a lot of students, workers who come back to even professionals in their various professions. They come back, they leave those things and come to Cads. So what will you say to somebody who wants to go to a strictly journalism school or development school, and what will you tell that person, if to consider two choices, going to those schools or coming to Cads? Does Cads offer everything? Everything that this student will want?
no school offers everything that somebody wants.
There are
But
syllabus.
we can give the best to equip our students for the world out there. Because may I remind you that the job market is very competitive, or even for those that want to start a business. While you're at school, the more skills you are able to learn, the better placed you will be. Because when you are able to work or multitask and be at ease in various teams, then you make yourself an indispensable worker in any organization that you are. But if you are one-sided, then it limits you, meaning that if they were to downsize, you would be one of the first to leave. But if you have a worker that is involved in so many other things, then you would know that those will be the last workers to discard if you are in trouble with your organization. So our students have the added advantage of being at ease with a lot more specialties that gives them a required that helps them to give them an added advantage in the job market.
Thank you, Dr. Talon Gilbert. And ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the HOD of Communication and Development Studies. Now, we want to ask him to tell those of you that are contemplating, especially, parents, that you might have students in the high school and you want to decide on where your students actually should go for university studies. Now we want him to talk to you and present to you what CAT have for your student. That if you send them to this department, you are not making a mistake. Doctor, tell them these people that have children or anyone that may be listening to you and is a little bit confused. What do you tell them about this department if they have to come here?
The Department of Communication and Development Studies is one of the fastest growing departments in the Faculty of Arts and here at the University of Bamenda. Our programs speak for themselves. And if at any time that anybody has any doubt, they would just come in. We're always ready to welcome them and enlighten them on the programs that we offer. We have seasoned academic that are going to help them, but not only lecturers, but we have experts that come in from the field and they are able to expose our students to some of the or to what to expect when they graduate. And so we teach our students to be all rounded, especially not only in academics but also in discipline and how to be creative and apply themselves. And so much so that most of our students, while they are here, they already are engaged or working with non-governmental organizations, other institutions, and even radio stations and print medias around town. And we have the added advantage of, like you said, Matthias, of having students that are workers already. Now, having those students that are workers already mingle with some of our very young students that are just coming in from the high school, it's something that you cannot imagine, because those people that are workers already, they know why they are here, they know what they have come to achieve, and rubbing shoulders with these younger students help the students to give them an idea of how to focus and what exactly to expect when they are out on the field, and maybe why not the connections that they need to be able to find jobs easily when they leave school. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Department of Communication and Development Studies, we have everything that your children will need to be able to succeed, and we will always be there to hold their hand and promote them whenever need be.
Thank you so much, Dr. Talon Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the HOD of Communication and Development Study. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity, to talk with you in your office.
Thank you so much, Matthias. It was
Thank you.
good to have you.
Thank you,
and
sir.
the team. Thank you guys for all the work that you're doing.
department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department, guys.
Keep watching Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.
Meet your department.